Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we're going to be playing Bound by Blood, a visual novel horror game where we play as a murderer who has to persuade their way out of getting caught by the coppers. This is just a tech demo, but it really intrigued me, so let's just start the game. Trust me on this, the art and the game mechanics for the persuading is very cool. So, you finally did it. Now we are connected. Still, it is not enough. Communication is difficult. Small things easily cause confusion. Even if we are close now, words are the only way I can reach you. We have nothing else but these words. Let them be the ones to express us. It's been a long time since we last spoke. What feeling lingers in you now? Anger, anxiety, fear. You know what? I've got a lot of anxiety. I understand. Now I understand everything about you. Oh, okay, a disquiet toward life has settled deep within you. A wariness of things, of all things. A wariness of existing, of simply being. A wariness that craves a sleep so deep no amount of rest could ever satisfy. Maybe you do know maybe you do know me really well, because I do crave a lot of sleep. What finally made you decide to do it? I had no choice, I didn't want to. I had no choice. Now I can see it through your eyes. His eyes are full of fear and disbelief, like those of a lost child. No matter how hard you try, you cannot forget his face. He is always there, like a specter. It drowns out all other thoughts, gripping you with icy hands each time you close your eyes. It seeps into you, mingling with all you see, speak, and feel. If you could, you would rip it from your very core. He wants to remind you. What remains is disgust and shame for yourself. All I want is for it to be over. You do not really want it. If you did, you would not have taken that action. There's still a lot left to do. You cannot escape who you are. You just have to accept it. Now let's put our memories back in order together. Oh, okay. Like, in bed? Chat wants bed. I will begin, and then you will take over. Preparation. Oh shit, there's a knife and some rope and a baseball bat. You packed everything in your backpack, the bat, the knife, the candle, you're ready. This is really kinky. Resolution. You had to do it before you changed your mind. You used an excuse to get into his house. Oh, hey bro, what's up? When it comes to business and there's a certain level of trust, people make some favors. Okay. After all, who would deny you a glass of water in the bathroom, waiting? You knew they usually didn't expect anyone at home that day, but you wanted to wait. No, not the open toilet! You locked yourself in the bathroom and waited. No matter how hard they knocked on the door, you didn't dare open it. Bro, I'm constipated. Fortunately, no one asked questions. No one knew you were there, but rather that it was precisely you. Action. When the others left, I came out and walked up. My heart was pounding. It felt like it could shoot out my throat. I hit him on the head until he was knocked out. Ritual. He was confused, barely conscious. He didn't scream once. I knew just like that. I tied him up, carved those symbols into his skin like you wanted. I made him say your name. And finally, you burned his soul. Realization. I did all of this. Wait, I'm not just a murderer. I didn't just take a life. What am I, a cultist? I disfigured myself. Holy fuck. What a start to the game. Dude, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Am I a warlock? Bro, something's telling me to do this. I can't find the courage to step inside. The fear etched on my face is undeniable. I'm at the police station. Matthew. May. That look on your face. It's practically begging for handcuffs. Wait, okay, both of you are extremely hot. I'm just gonna say that right now. Both of these characters are extremely pretty. Secondly, fuck, do you know that I did it? She leans closer. Her voice is smooth, but her smile is distant and carries a hint of icy detachment. Did I murder for you? I would murder for you, ma'am. I love redheads. I turn my eyes away in irritation and rub my face, anticipating the nervousness that this conversation will bring. Calm down. Your mind is impressively sharp, and your sense of self-preservation is remarkable. Stop! I'm trying to not panic fart, chat. Your self-preservation is remarkable. If you can't handle it, I wonder who else could. Her tone has grown more serious. Even though she's fully aware how much she gets under my skin, she pretends not to notice. I really like the necklace she has. Choker? Necklace? Scar? But I like her eyes the most. Do you plan on torturing me for a long time? All I'm saying is that you can do it. That's my horny fart. No, that's disgusting. You're sick. Her gaze becomes more intense. This time it seems she has no intention of provoking me. The strongest lies hold a spark of truth. A castle built solely on deceit will fall by its own hand. It demands too much mental energy, and in the long run becomes unsustainable, especially in complicated situations like this. Wait, she's actually so right. When you're lying, you should always try to speak a little bit of the truth. As usual, her words annoy me, but they still manage to distract me and make me feel a little better. Did you learn that from my father too? Or did you pick it up from some movie? He used to think everything was easy. I don't think I can afford to tell half-truths. I catch her pause, startled by my response, but she recovers immediately. That glare tells me she's already plotting another one of her irritating comebacks. Perhaps in a novel. Anyway, if you behave, it'll be over quickly. On top of that, the cop you'll be talking to doesn't seem very sharp. Play your cards right, and he might even end up helping you. He makes such silly faces when he loses his temper. It'll be hilarious. I understand, but that's enough. My patience is worn thin. Part of me appreciates it, but I can't bear to hear her speak another word. Her calmness infuriates me. I feel like she's treating this all like a game. Did you get upset about something? It seems like she's trying to feign an innocence that doesn't belong to her. Stop! With the sole purpose of provoking me. I'm not nutting to the Dommy Mommy act, okay? Leave me alone. Oh, he actually got offended. Naturally, she pretends to be shocked by this revelation in order to inflict further torment. She won't get a response from me. I'm tired of even listening to her. Is that it? Is that the end of the convo? Okay. Can I move? Oh, I can. Okay. Sorry. Hi. You should go inside now instead of speaking to me. Oh, no. I'm gonna look at this trash can. It's empty. Just like that guy's soul. Just kill me now. Just fucking run me over, bro. This is great, dude. This is really good at pixel art and stuff. What the hell? There's a lot of snacks, but I'm not hungry. I can't sprint, though. Sorry, chat. Bus station? I'm gonna take the bus. See you later. I'll walk home. Oh. If you get to walk home. If I don't get you sent to prison after this. No parking here? Fire hydrant? Let me take a quick piss, ma'am. Let me take a quick leak. I got that dog in me, you know? Okay. Alright, let's go to the police station. Let's go get interrogated, folks. This is, from the trailer, I was very intrigued by this system. Gregson. This way, please. Oh, by the way, someone in my chat earlier, some guy named Killer Cat Black saw this cop and was like, he's so handsome and cute. I thought that was insane, but who am I to judge? Do me a favor and sit down, or I'm gonna give myself a stiff neck. And shut the door while you're at it. You want to give me a stiffy? What? Also, clock reference! Bro, nice. Look at that. Up there. Clock reference. There they are! There they are! Caught in action! Killer Cat Black! Don't worry. We got this cop all day for you. It's only in that moment that I realize how odd my behavior must have looked. My heart quickens, each throb striking like a knife to my chest. The cop looks like he's racist. What do you mean? He doesn't even. He looks more like he's got a Mario stash, bro. He doesn't have the Hitler stash. He doesn't have a handlebar stash. He's just a fat bald cop with a mustache. So, Do you know why you're here? Maybe he's not even bald. Maybe he's just got, like, a really cool mohawk under that hat. I feel a tightness in my chest. My lips move to say something, aware that I should respond with confidence and ease, but my body betrays me. Look at his eyes, chat. Look at Matthew's eyes. It's such... Look how tired he is. I love that detail, because he's been guilting over this. He's tired. What? The officer lifts his eyes from the documents and stares at me. My terrified face doesn't make him doubt me, only increasingly annoyed. I seem like a weakling to him, and wasting time on someone like me irritates him even more. Listen, kid, I'm a busy man, very busy. There's a crime scene to investigate, and I want to get moving. I've been sitting here for 6 hours and haven't even had lunch yet. My daily donuts haven't been distributed. I startle, stumbling backwards so abruptly that I nearly fall off the chair, frightened by the sudden change in the man's demeanor. Sorry. The officer doesn't even register my presence, instead using my stillness to shout even more, letting his frustration spill over. Can you imagine what those other incompetents will say? Have you seen Gregson anywhere? No! They've probably assigned him to some pointless task. At that point, I feel the fear ease, replaced by a growing annoyance towards the man, an irritation that, for a moment, even manages to outweigh my terror. Even though I'm still rattled, I make an attempt to intervene. I don't... Pointless tasks, that's what they call them, but they don't even know how to fill out an investigation form. It's always on me to handle everything. Gregson, where's that form? Gregson, the coffee. Gregson, my I've reached my limits. I can't hold back anymore. Under normal circumstances, I would have handled the situation more calmly, but fear has turned into anger, and my gaze is now filled with irritation. Even in my voice, my frustration shows, though there's still a hint of hesitation. Look, I'd rather not deal with your problems. I'm short on time, too. Yes, it's just that I desperately need a pause. The officer gives a frustrated hand gesture, but his voice becomes subdued, returning to the documents. He seems distracted, as if his focus has slipped. Yeah, he just went into vent mode. Bro, I'm not your wife, okay? You can shut up. How odd. They don't seem to be taking my questioning seriously. Maybe the evidence is thin, or maybe I'm just stuck with an incompetent. Surely they wouldn't entrust a delicate investigation to a guy like him. They definitely wouldn't let him work solo. Hold on a second. There. Yeah, that's it. The officer appears to be trying to refocus while glancing distractedly at the document before him. Matthew Evans, am I right? Although I've concluded he's an idiot, a jolt of fear still shoots through me. Yes. Student of... The officer flicks through his papers, ignoring me, asking questions merely to give himself time to finish reading. I'm a law major. I reply more composedly, getting accustomed to his attitude, which has started to feel less threatening. And how old are you? I'm 21. Fresh out of school. Don't laugh at me, what the fuck? He puts on a falsely friendly tone, as if he'd suddenly decided to act like the good guy. No. The officer gazes at me, genuinely puzzled, maybe expecting some unexpected insight. 3 years ago. My voice weakens, the words catching in my throat. 3 years ago what? The officer, clearly intrigued, leans in and sharpens his gaze. It's been 3 years since I graduated high school. I'm not freshly out. I cast my eyes down, completely aware of how weird I probably look. For goodness sake! Amazing. We went in circles for 5 minutes and the big revelation is, you finished school 3 years ago. No need to be straightforward from the beginning, huh? Somehow, I feel like I've only made things worse. Okay, back to it. Do you have any idea why you're here? I'm unclear on the details. All I know is that I was asked to come. I answer, keeping a cooler head this time. His fits of anger have shown me that I needn't be overly afraid. In fact, his temper might play to my advantage. Guys like him are inconsistent. You can twist them any way you want. Listen, Evans, I like to think you're smart. Neither of us has time to waste, so let's cut to the chase. Do you happen to know someone named Michael Anderson? He was 32 and lived in an apartment, making a living by selling drugs and laundering the proceeds via online collectibles. Bro's selling weed and buying Funko Pops. Wow, crazy business. Okay. I've passed by there several times. It's a road that I often take when coming back from university. A friend of mine lives nearby. I used to get weed from him. That's how I found out about him. He seemed like the perfect target. I got his contact and met him in person, pretending I wanted to buy. We exchanged only a handful of messages, though I assume he had plenty of other chats. I was never a regular customer. We want to have a hint of truth, so yes, but I don't know much about him. We know you're one of his customers. You buy weed from him. Aha! I understand. So what? The policeman looks me over for a moment and after a brief pause continues. Michael Anderson was murdered. I feel a tightness in my chest and a burning in my eyes, as if they're about to tear up while I blink rapidly. Fuck! How am I gonna buy weed? For my glaucoma, officer. For my glaucoma. Legal, by the way. That's awful. I managed to say in a faint voice. Yeah, my weed. Officer, you gonna get that? Tch! Yes, go ahead. That's a problem. If I don't know how much he really knows, I risk saying the wrong thing. I need to ask him questions to find out what information I need to build a solid alibi. I have to be careful not to let stress build up too much, otherwise I'll risk losing my cool and end up getting caught. Forgive me, we're always short-staffed, or so they say. So what? Just call Gregson, right? He'll take care of it. Bah. So, we were saying, are you aware of the business Mr. Anderson was involved in? Nothing you wouldn't already know. My relationship with him was always pretty superficial. Beyond the dealing, we weren't close at all. In fact, the less I saw of him, the better. If nothing else, I'd move on to something else. Okay, he said we want to ask more about him. But this is a really good answer. This is beyond the dealing, we weren't close enough. In fact, the less of him, the better. If nothing else, I'd move on to something else. Not much. That's the worst answer. Do not say that. I'm gonna say nothing you wouldn't already know. Yeah, he might say something new. Yeah, this. No, maybe... This is such a good answer, though. But he said Matthew said he wants to learn more. I'm gonna go with number 2. Actually, I'd like to focus right here. Help me understand. Yesterday afternoon, you chose to see someone you say you'd rather keep at a distance. Can you explain why? Yes, it's happening right now as well. Unfortunately, sometimes it's unavoidable. Is there something you want to tell me? That definitely happens to me quite often. Why? Okay, one of the first two. Let's make him a little angry. Let's make him a little upset. Let's make him a little upset. I think it's pretty clear what I mean. Don't pretend otherwise. You met with Anderson yesterday. What's with that accusatory tone? Just because someone told you doesn't mean I was trying to hide it. Talk about it as if I'm hiding something. Did someone tell you that? Trying to accuse me? I failed to see what you expect me to say. I like the first one. Just because someone told you doesn't mean I was trying to hide it. Make him cry. I think Matthew's gonna cry, if anything. This one. Not exactly. Let's just say someone reported seeing you outside Anderson's house around 5:45 p.m. Maybe it was a friend of yours. Who's to say? This information could come in handy. There's only one person who comes to mind who might have seen me outside Michael Anderson's house, and they've probably already been questioned. I wonder if he'll quit smoking weed from now on. I'd say it's time to move on to something much more important. I really need your help with this. Anything that comes to mind about who was involved or why it happened to Michael Anderson is really important. Even the smallest detail, even what seems insignificant to you, could turn out to be a valuable lead. Really have no idea who could have been. That comes to mind at the moment, but a clarification about what happened might help. This one. Nothing comes to mind at the moment, but a clarification about what happened might help me. Yeah. I'm not sure how much I can go into detail. You understand that some information is restricted to those working the case. I take it you haven't been following today's news, though I'm sure it'll be circulating around the neighborhood before long. After all, knowing there's someone crazy out there is bound to make people uneasy. Oh shit. Okay, good. Sorry, just checking something. Oh, Ben, I'm answering these questions perfectly, bro. Okay. Don't you have any suspicion about someone? Nothing relevant comes to mind at the moment. Any thoughts on who could have done this? A crazy person. It's quite specific. Why do you think that fits? That. No. Maybe that, yeah, let's go with crazy person. Anderson died from blood loss, but the circumstances are horrifying. Even the doctors are still puzzled by some of the details. The body showed burns, hemorrhaging, and lacerations that reached all the way to the intestines. It was real torture. What makes the case particularly unsettling, though, is the crime scene itself. It looked like some sort of sanctuary, or maybe a setup for a satanic ritual. I don't know much about these things, but that was the impression it gave. Must have ruled someone out, at least considered a few people. Nothing significant comes to mind for now. This. As I mentioned, some information is restricted to those in the field, so I can't go into details. There are plenty of possible suspects, theoretically anyone, including you. None of his family or friends have many motives, and the evidence gathered so far supports their innocence. What would the crime scene be? As far as I know, he could have been killed right here. No, he already mentioned where it was, didn't he? Who found his body? Anderson died in his home. It was his girlfriend who found the body. Before you say anything, know that she was presented solid evidence of her innocence. She was out of town for work that day. Can't say I knew him, but it seems like Anderson was involved with some pretty dangerous types. Not sure how it all works, but given the rival gangs and criminal environment he was part of, it's fair to say he wasn't exactly out of danger. That one. Yeah, no question there, but the methods don't line up with any gang we're aware of. It's possible someone broke in and tortured him over a territorial dispute or personal vendetta, sure, but a lot of things still don't add up. To get a fuller picture, we need to reconstruct his day in detail, and your version could help us do that. Certainly, my only doubt is understanding what part of my testimony could actually be useful to you. Ah, this is good. I'm a good liar. Well, I get the feeling there's a lot you're not telling me, Evans, and as usual, you're being a little evasive about it. I'll say it again, even a seemingly minor detail could make a difference. Anderson had a wide client base, and the ones he trusted most were allowed to make purchases directly from his apartment? No. Anderson and I have a mutual friend who used to go over to his place in the afternoon to smoke or buy. It didn't smell great, so I didn't... That's the hint of truth. He smelled like shit. Yo, can I get a stretch? Okay. We're gonna do this one, and we're gonna lie, okay? Stretch check and do a hydrate check, okay? Chat, stay healthy. Stretch it out for me. Do a little twerk. Do a little booty shake. A little helicopter dick. I don't know, something. Okay. Yeah. Anderson and I have a mutual friend who used to go over to his place in the afternoon to smoke or buy. You could have said that earlier, couldn't you? Finally decided to talk, huh? Now tell me more about this mutual friend. Spare me the pointless stories that have nothing to do with the case. Probably already interrogated him. He was likely one of the first. So what did he say? He's a real chatterbox. He doesn't even realize he's monopolizing entire conversations. He's class in the morning and a long trip home in the evening. If he went there outside those hours, that's suspicious. This one. What the hell does that have to do with anything? The whole point of this conversation is to get you talking, not me. Fine, if you insist. I can tell you a thing or two. Your friend got to Anderson's place at 6:05 p.m. Says he only stayed a short while. He's probably one of the last clients to see him. But from that point on, everything is a mystery, and I plan to get to the bottom of it. I'm sure you've got something I need to hear. Okay, I got a little bit of stress, but yeah, it gave me some useful info. I'll have to watch my words. 6:05 p.m. sounds like a time worth remembering. And the fact that Jan didn't see me and had no idea I was locked in the bathroom while he was there, that could work in my favor. I'm curious about you, Evans. You're reserved, very private, but understanding you a little better might help me clear up a few things. Do you live alone? Is there a reason you're asking? I moved to the area to attend university. Yeah, that one. Hint of truth. I imagine you're enjoying the off-campus life now. At your age, it's all about staying out late and having fun. You're not still in a dorm, right? They used to be pretty strict about curfews, at least when I was around. So what time do you usually get up? I'm just renting, my hours vary. If something unexpected comes up, I might stay out late, but that's not usually the case. Beats me. Do you actually keep track of what time you come and go? I'm just renting, my hours vary. That. Not usually the case, huh? So it's rare for you to come home late. Bet you've been getting back early these past few days, right? Not sure. I suppose I was a bit absent-minded and distracted. Might have come home later than I remember. No. No. I don't want to call him out, but I also don't want to be like, I'm not sure. That's fucking stupid. Let's go with the first one. Let's test him, get him a little upset. Yeah, up the stress. Alright, let me make this absolutely clear. We've questioned quite a few people, and like I said, we're very interested in your movements. Your landlady gave us the security footage. Shows you coming back at 1 a.m. Don't tell me that means nothing, because you're going to have to explain what you were doing out at that hour. This bit of information might come in handy. The fact that he knows I got back at 1 a.m. makes it tough to claim I stayed home the whole time, minding my own business. It's a detail worth keeping in mind. There's one small issue to settle, and this time it's best not to drag it out too long. We've made some observations about your movements. I always go to the same places. I don't think I did anything unusual, did I? Which movements exactly? I'm willing to clear up any doubt or misunderstanding. This. Which movements exactly? Sounds good, Evans. But are you really telling me nothing stands out? Not even a single unusual stop or detour yesterday? Sharing that might actually help us make sense of all this. I can't shake the feeling you're expecting me to say something. Is there a particular event you're referring to? What is the name of this game? It's called Bound by Blood. It's a investigation / like interrogation game, but we're playing the murderer. We're playing the person who is a murderer, and we're trying to get out of it. It's really cool. It's just a tech demo for now, but definitely worth checking out for yourself. I can see so many different routes in this. Before we sort this out, maybe you should make it clear. No. The murder. He's referring to the murderer. This. Let's just call him out on it. Exactly. A specific event. Push yourself a bit. I bet you'll remember something if you try. I'd get it more if you spoke plainly, but the way you're circling around, it almost feels like you're trying to make me slip up. Alright then, explain this to me, Evans. Why were you hanging around Anderson's place so late at night? description fits perfectly. The neighbor says she saw you hanging around close to midnight. We showed her a photo, and she identified you. This information might come in handy. It'd be best to come up with a credible excuse for being in that area. Most importantly, I mustn't forget that someone saw me near Anderson's house at midnight. I need a short break. I'll be gone for a couple of minutes to stretch my legs and grab a bite. Oh, okay, bye. Can you get me a donut? Refill my water, please. This is my one chance to put everything back together and review every detail of my alibi. I won't be able to review it again. I have to remember every detail. At 5:45 p.m., I went to the victim's house to buy something from him. I left at around 6 p.m. and went to the arcade with a friend afterwards. We went for a walk in the park at 8 p.m. and stayed until 9:30 p.m. Afterwards, I walked my friend home, which was near my own home. I got home at 1 a.m. This is a bad alibi, because now they're going to want to question your friend. So hopefully it's that girl who's going to lie for me. He doesn't look like he would share donuts. He'll eat the, no, but I want a Krispy Kreme. I got home at 1 a.m. No, wait, that's a terrible alibi. However, around midnight, I passed by the victim's house. Okay, there we go. The victim's house on my way to retrieve the keys I had left at the park. That should be all. Okay, okay. We did a good job, I think. I think we have a pretty decent alibi. Alright, Evans, we're gonna put everything on record now. Bear with me. Just a few questions, and then you'll be free to go. Well then. At what time were you at the victim's place? I was there at 5:45 p.m. No, 6 p.m. Oh, don't waste my time. I didn't even realize the time was ticking. Oh, fuck. At what time were you at the victim's place? Okay, 6 p.m., 6 p.m. I think around 6 p.m., give or take a few minutes. Not really. You were off by 15 minutes. No! Oh, fuck. And it's... Yes, of course. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I gotta lock in, bro. I gotta lock in. I thought I had to move my mouse. By the way, the reason that took me so long, I thought I had to move my mouse. It was arrow keys to move. Come on, answer me. At what time were you at the victim's place? Okay, 5:45. It was 5:45 p.m., and we were organized for that time. In fact, some eyewitnesses saw you at the victim's house around that time. Why did you go to the victim's house? To buy weed. Nothing else. Next time, be more careful. Some people just bring trouble. At least I think so. Okay. What time did you leave the victim's house? 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Around 6 p.m. In fact, the people who claim to have been there after you didn't see you. Did you see anyone after visiting the victim? A friend. Oh god, it's opposite! It's opposite, I had to move opposite. I spent the whole afternoon with a friend. Can you tell me their name? Of course. Her name is May. May Soline. Where did you go? Oh god! To the arcade. Oh my god, I'm not using my mouse. It's so hard with arrow keys. I'm like spamming the Z key. We went to Jolly Blue, the arcade. Was it a date? Something like that. What did you do while you were there? Oh fuck. Played. We played some video games. How long did you stay at the arcade? 2 hours. About 2 hours. Okay, and then tell me. Where did you go after leaving the arcade? To home. To home. We went home. No, I don't think so. We know you came home much later. Fuck! Try to be more cooperative. To the victim's house. To pick up the keys. Or the park? Where did you go after leaving the arcade? The park. The park. The park. The park. The park. No, go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. We went to the park. Thank God it wouldn't fucking move. At the park, huh? And tell me, what did you do at the park? We smoked. We smoked what I had bought. At the park. Brilliant. Why not in front of a school while you were at it? Congratulations on your choice of... What time did you leave the park? 9:30 p.m.? 9:30 p.m. Fuck, come on! Where? Go! At 9:30 p.m. Let's proceed. After leaving the park, what did you do? Friend's home? Friend's home? Friend's home? Friend's home! I walked my friend home. Tell me. Where does your friend live? Near my home. She lives near my house. I see, and tell me. The neighbors saw you near the victim's house at night. Do you know anything about it? Passing by. I happen to be passing by there. Interesting. What time did you pass by the victim's house? 12. Fuck, come on. At midnight. This is so hard, chat. At midnight. Yes, it matches what the witnesses said. Why did you return to the vicinity of the victim's homes? Keys. What is this, bro? Did I pick the right path? I don't know if I did. Yes. Keys. I had lost my keys in the park, so I went back to look for them. Michael's house was on my way. I understand. Why did you decide to pick up the keys at midnight? I noticed late. No. Fuck! What the fuck? Perish? I don't want to perish. No, dude. No. I went the wrong way. I'm gonna die. Don't waste my time. Why did you decide to pick up the keys at midnight? Okay. Notice late. I noticed late. Is it gonna change? It did change. Okay. Go. Okay. Oh my god, they actually boned me, bro. Notice late. After accompanying my friend to her house, I noticed that I no longer had them. I've experienced the same. You admitted that you had driven past the victim's house at midnight. Why didn't you say so before? Forgotten. Sorry, it slipped my mind. You're free to go. For now. I'm done wasting my breath today. But don't get too comfortable. We may need to call you back. I did it! Oh no, dude. Thank you, clock. You saved my life. It's 9 p.m. Based. Let me look at this plant. A plant with big pierced leaves. Looks perfectly healthy. Sus. A sus event. It's me. Eh. What are you still doing here? You should go now. Let me give you a back massage. Mr. Officer, let me look at those papers while I'm at it. It's empty. Like someone's soul. Okay, bye. I think it's a monstera. Oh. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. The little camera up there looking at me. You see that in the window on the top? Okay, well, he said he'd walk home. We taking the bus? I don't need the bus. Okay, not this way. Dude, that's a lot of AC units, man. Don't hit me, please. My steps are quick and unsteady, as if my feet struggle to lift off the ground. But as long as each one carries me farther away from there, I don't stop walking. After several minutes, I realize I've wandered far enough. I have no idea where I am, but I can feel my legs about to give out. I lean my back against a low wall and let myself slide down until I'm still sitting on the ground. My gaze drifts, unfocused and hollow, as if the world itself has blurred around me. Even the simple act of trying to concentrate feels unbearably draining. If it weren't for that fragile thread of strength and the faint sense of decency that urged me to leave, I might have closed my eyes and surrendered to sleep right then and there. A few hours later, I return home. I'm standing at the doorstep, sliding the keys into the lock, when, before I can even turn them, I feel a soft, warm body press against my back. A small palm gently covers my eyes. I wonder why she enjoys treating me this way. I was getting worried. I lost, by the way. I lost. Her soft voice brushes against my ear, deliberately close. She knows exactly what she's doing, yet beneath the sweetness lingers a faint trace of indifference, a quiet reminder that deep down, she doesn't really care. I'm sorry, but it's a necessary burden. She's unbearable, yet I can't bring myself to react. her warmth, her breath.
No.
Okay, yeah, a little late, but we did that. The sound of her voice, for a fleeting moment, they feel like a strange kind of comfort. You're disgusting, by the way, chat. Maybe all I need is someone by my side. Someone I don't have to hide anything from. Someone who enables my murderous side. I can't stand it when you stay silent. I'm trying my best too. Did you really think it would be easy? How naive, Matthew. You reason just like your father. Wasn't he the one who got you into trouble? I'm at my limit. I really can't take it anymore. I can feel the anger boiling inside me, and I have the impression that she was aiming for exactly this. I'm exhausted from talking. I can't bear even one more word. I shake off her hand, seize her by the neck, and slam her against the wall. What are you expecting me to do? What reaction do you hope for? That's your goal? Do you really think you can control me? The hold grows firmer, and for an instant her expression reveals surprise, a hint of shock at the strength. I'm looking for the path that will bring me to him. I feel empty. All my energy is gone, and I no longer care to make sense of it. I release her and step back. I return home, and with my last ounce of strength, collapse onto the sofa. She joins me, sitting close, but it doesn't matter to me. She can do as she pleases. She runs her hand along my back and leans in, her breath barely touching my lips. You'll have to do it again, but everything will be fine, because I'll be with you. I close my eyes, exhausted. So that's it for now. That's the demo. Now, I was reading the description of the demo, and they said, so we would go through this, the interrogation period, and then another half of the game would be the testimony in a testimony. I thought that was really interesting that they would have a testimony, so you will have to go to, like, court, I guess. Yeah, phase 1 is the interrogation. The investigator will press you with seemingly innocent questions. Oh no, okay, maybe the testimony is with the cop. Never mind. I thought that was like a testimony in court that you'd have to fight. Okay, no. The testimony is just the second part, what we did when we have to make up our story. So we do the interrogation, which we did pretty flawlessly, and then the testimony is what we did where we had to choose our answers and play through our official version of the events. Okay, and that's where the stress became, like, hard. And the interrogation, it says we had to gather 5 pieces of information. I kind of want to replay it. Do you want me to try replaying it, chat? But this time just fuck up the whole thing? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if I just fuck up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we just fuck up the whole thing. Okay. YouTube will be right back to the must go pretty deep on this game. How May's connected to your dad somehow, and your dad's connected to the murders somehow, but also you're, like, doing cult ritual shit. So, like, there's gotta be something more to this, you know? And clearly, Matthew doesn't want to be doing it. Or at least at the moment, we think he doesn't want to be doing it. Anyways, I'm gonna replay the questions, but I'm gonna do all the stupid ones kind of thing, okay? I'm gonna build up my stress as much as I can, okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, he's just... Come on, Gregson. Gregson, please. Do what you do best. I lived! I'm good at games, bro. What do you mean, do what I do best? What do you mean, bro? I'm good at games. I did it. Sure. Oh, fuck. Okay, I fucked up the first. Okay, I gotta kind of go slow. I gotta go slow. Even when I'm fucking trying to go fast. Make us cry, Gregson. Okay. I fucked up the first question. I fucked up the first thing, okay? Oh, man, I should have picked no. Okay. Where of the business Mr. Anderson was involved in. Okay. Nothing you wouldn't know already. Unless I saw him better, nothing else, I'd move on to something else. This one, not much. You acted vague, Evans. Are you keeping something from me? Not at all. It's just that I really don't have much to say about the matter. Are you really sure? You wouldn't even say that yesterday afternoon. You never went to see Michael Anderson at his house. Attributing words to others is hardly enjoyable. It only turns the conversation a one-way street. I wouldn't go that far, but I suppose there must be a reason they're pressing so hard on this. Yeah, that sounds stupid. There are many reasons. Right now, however, I'm especially interested in why you're meeting someone you say you'd rather avoid. Yes, it's happening right now. Okay, I'm afraid I don't have anything relevant to tell you. Nothing to tell me at all. I don't know. What's your plan here? Just get a drink or something? I have no information to give you. I don't know. You tell me what I'm doing here. Nope, I have no information to give you. We'll see about that. I'd say it's time to move on to something more important. I really need your help with this. Anything that comes to mind about who was involved or why it happened to Michael Anderson is really important. Even the smallest detail, even what seems insignificant to you, could turn out to be a valuable lead. You really have no idea who it could have been? I find it hard to believe you don't have any leads or you haven't excluded anyone yet. Let's go with the first one. You have no idea who it could have been? If I had any clue, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to you, Evans. Funny, you seem smarter than that at first. I really don't know what to say, sir. Suit yourself, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding back, Evans. You'd be rather evasive about it. Say it again. Even a minor detail would help. This one. Anderson had a wide client base, and the ones he trusted most were allowed to make purchases. No, that makes sense. Maybe this adds to stress, actually. That one. I deduced that he trusted you, then. Why is that? Thought you had a rather superficial relationship. Exactly, it was a superficial relationship. But don't you realize that's a contradiction? Stop trying to sidetrack the conversation and spare me the unnecessary details. Oh, okay. As you wish, then I'll just keep quiet if you really think my stories are so useless. The mutual friend is kind of bad. It's good. It'll give me information. Yeah, that's not what I meant to say. Ugh, never mind. Let's just move on before I lose my patience. I'm curious about you, Evans. You're reserved, very private, but understanding you might help me clear things up a few things. You live alone? I have a feeling you're steering this somewhere. Is this about my place? It might have something to do with your place, but what really matters to me is your routine, your movements, maybe what time you head out. That's important. Very important. Seems to me like you're the one who's something to say. And honestly, it's tough to remember the exact time for everything that happened these last few days. Oh, really? You sure there's nothing that could help jog your memory? A glass of water? Maybe a coffee? I don't get why you're talking to me like this. You're not going to get my cooperation that way. No, I don't want to slip any info, because slipping the info is bad. It helps, or it's good. You want him to give you info. I suggest you start cooperating now, because if something's going to come out, trust me, it will one way or another. There's one more small issue to settle, and this time it's best not to drag it out too long. We've made some observations about your movements. I always go to the same places. I don't think I did any. Which movements exactly I'm willing to clear up? Okay, it's definitely not me who's stalling. Honestly, it feels like you enjoy building suspense a little too much. Are you trying to get on my nerves now? Don't push it, Evans. I really wouldn't recommend it. Instead of wasting your breath, how about telling me why you wander around those suspicious areas at odd hours? Honestly, it feels like you're quoting a cop movie. I think you'll be done with the theatrics anytime soon. Trying to sidestep my question? That's not a good idea. Actually, you'd be smart to just tell me what you were doing around Anderson's place so late at night. That I was there when I shouldn't have been? What do you mean by that? Could you stop? Are you implying that I was there when I shouldn't have been? No, not really. You don't talk much, Evans. I don't mind that, but I wonder when it'll start helping your case. I need a short break. I'll be gone for a couple of minutes to stretch my legs and grab a bite. Okay, so I didn't collect any information, so I feel like this will make him either super stressed. So this is my one chance to put everything back together and review every bit of my alibi. I won't be able to review it again. I have to remember every detail. I love how I did this and I didn't remember every detail perfectly. Oh, come on. It's going to give it to me for me? I stopped by the victim's house late in the afternoon to briefly meet with him. Then I met up with a friend and we spent some time together. Oh, but it's not giving me any extra info. It's not blue this time. Afterwards, we went for a walk. Then I walked her back to her house, which is near mine. Finally, I went home. That should be all. But now I don't have exact times and stuff, so I'll have to guess. So that's what makes it so hard. Okay. Alright, Evans, we're gonna put everything on the record. Well then, at what time were you at the victim's place? I was there at 3 p.m. Probably at 3 p.m. Really? Or do you just like to mess with me? I just said probably. Anyway, we were saying. Now focus and tell me the truth. At what time were you at the victim's place? 4:20 p.m. I believe at 4:20. The prime weed buying time. I wouldn't say so. Your mind is very creative, though. I'll give you that. Now focus and tell me the truth. Okay, I was there at 5:45. It's 5:45 p.m. and we were organized for that time. Okay. Why did you go to the victim's house? Bathroom. To hide in there. I was about to, well, I had to go to the bathroom. I know you went to your dealer to buy weed. Come on, I need you to admit it so we can move on. Come on, answer me. Why did you go to the victim's house? To play video games. To play a game. You went to a drug dealer you barely know to play a game. Really? It's called making friends? No, it's called making up stories. Come on, answer me. Why did you go to the victim's house? Okay, to buy. I'll move on. Buy weed, nothing else. Next time, be more careful. Some people just bring trouble. What time did you leave the victim's house? I left at 5:53 p.m. At 5:53 p.m. You stayed so briefly that it seems highly unlikely that no one saw you leave. I'm not sure what to tell you. I bought it and left. Did you see anyone after visiting the victim? My dad. My father. With your father? I thought he was dead. No, it must have been a slip of the tongue. I apologize. Try to be more cooperative. Did you see anyone after visiting the victim? Nobody? Nobody. So no one can testify to what you did during the rest of the day? Actually, there is someone. Come on, answer me. Okay, yeah, I'll pick a friend now. Ah, it's backwards, man. I spent the whole afternoon with a friend. Can you tell me their name? Of course, her name is May. May Soline. Where did you go? Oh god. I went to the victim's house. We went back to Michael's house. This should be it. So you left and then came back with your friend. And anyway, as I said before, none of the people who arrived. Come on, answer me. I can't go on anymore. I'll tell you everything. Oh, okay, so you just fail. Game over. Retry from last checkpoint. Try again, sure. What's the checkpoint? Okay. So then you can do this. Okay. I understand. I'm gonna run through this and we'll just go to the ending. I'm just gonna see if I can pick some different dialogue options. But, what time were we there? 5:45. Why did you go? To buy. What time did you leave? We left at 6. Did anyone see you? Friend. Tell us their name. May Soline. Okay, we went to a party. At a party. A party where? Is there anyone who could testify your presence there? No, I mean, there was a party we went to, but I didn't know anyone. Listen, let's not beat around the bush. Come on, answer me. Where'd you go? We went to my house. No, I don't think so. We know you came home much later, alone. Okay, to the arcade. Okay, what did you do? We had ice cream. We ate ice cream. What? Ice cream? Did they make ice cream at Jolly Blue too? Yes. In an arcade. Really? I've been there a few times on the job and they only sell chips and soft drinks. Maybe they added ice cream recently. Yes, well. And how's the ice cream there? I'm crazy about it. It was pretty good. I should stop by there sometime. The Tokyo Ghoul Guide. You mean Kaneki? I love Kaneki, but I don't see it. Anyway, let's continue. How long did you stay at the arcade? For 5 minutes to eat ice cream. It must have been 5 minutes. 5 minutes? What did you go there for then? No, I meant that it took us 5 minutes to get there. Come on, answer me. How long did you stay at the arcade? 8 hours. About 8 hours. I hate to tell you this, but Jolly Blue closes at 8:30 p.m. Did they lock you in? No, really. Try to be more cooperative. Okay. Okay, we'll just say the 3 hours. 3 hours. No, I wouldn't say so. Okay. Fuck. Okay, 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours. Looks like I'm going through all the dialogue. Okay, and then tell me, where'd you go after leaving the arcade? I killed. Ah, it's so hard. What was I gonna say? Everything okay, Evans? Oh my god! You just failed. Try to be more cooperative. I can't go on anymore. I'll tell you everything. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna redo it. I died. If you say any of those, you just die immediately. I'll go, yeah, I'm sure. I'll go to the main menu. Yeah, I'll go to the main menu. We already got it. Oh, man, this game is so good. I'm actually so excited for this. I really hope this gets a lot of attention. Like, seriously, this was a really great demo. This is a really, really great demo. I can't wait to see more, honestly. Seriously, 10 out of 10. One of the best demos I've played in a while. I love the interrogation and testimony formats. The stress meter is really great and believable. You know, those things get super heated in there. Character design, they look awesome. Matthew, May, even the cop is really cool. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know if this game will have more, because it obviously had like some RPG Maker elements, like walking around. I would love to see some more, you know, walking around, maybe like an element around planning the murders. But honestly, even if they made a fuller game out of this, just based around the interrogation system and the testimony, I would be happy with just that. I would also love like maybe a more fuller one where we actually get to participate in the murder in some way. Although I love the animation. The animation, or animatic, whatever, I think that's a great way to go about it too, you know? Because the main focus of the game should stay on that interrogation format and learning more about this system that May and Matthew have about murdering in a ritual style. I'm just so intrigued. I'd love to learn more. Unfortunately, this is just a tech demo, so please, anybody watching this far on YouTube, please go in the link in the description. I'll post in the comments too, whatever I have to do. But rate this game 5 stars on itch. Support the game if you want to see a full game, okay? It's for free to rate a game on itch. And if you want to see more, that's the best way to show your support. Comment. Let the developers know you loved it, okay? I would be willing to pay for a full game of this. I would love that. Honestly, one of the best demos I've seen in a long time, okay, for a game like this. Yeah, I'm in love with it, man. The art, from the art to the story to just the gameplay, it's awesome. It's really great. Really makes me tense. It's really great. There's literally no downsides. There's even a little bit of humor thrown in with the cop and his responses. And the lore, man, it's good. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please clock that like button and subscribe. If you're new here, it helps me out a lot. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy the rest of the channel. We've got lots of horror games, indie games, visual novels, things like that. It's all over the channel. A new video every single day. Okay? If you like this, you'll like the rest of the channel. I'm for sure on that, okay? And thank you to all my current subscribers. You guys are great. I don't say that enough, okay? With that, I'm clocking out, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. My name is Clock if you forgot, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.